Welcome to NEMT Van Talks. Are you excited about your upcoming consultation call with us?
We know this can be a nerve-wracking process, especially if you don't know what to expect.
Don't worry. In this video, we're going to help you prepare for your consultation call with us. First things first, you want to do your research. You want to have a basic understanding of the industry, right? You want to know what is NEMT, what it stands for, and also what are you expecting to gain from this one-on-one consultation call with us?
Absolutely, I agree. It's just, I'm not going to say I hate to get on a call, but I really like to get on call with people that they know, like, this is what they're expecting from the call. They have a little idea or understanding of what is NEMT. That way, the call flows better and you know that you're providing them with value because they also have an understanding of what non-emergency medical transportation is. Okay?
Yeah.
But then you also want to define your goal. Define your goal and expectation for the call. Like, what are you trying to achieve, right? What do you want to get from this call at the end of the day? And so having that idea in mind will also help with the call as well, because you know what your expectations are. And so when we're having a conversation at the beginning of the call, when we ask you, okay, what is your understanding of NEMT? Where are you at in the process? You can kind of shift us and let us know how we should be directing that call, right? Because we don't want to go over all these lists of things when you're not even there yet. You may be in the contemplation stage where you're trying to figure out if this business is the right business for you. And so we want to start there. We want to start where you're at. We want to meet you where you are at in your needs.
Absolutely. And then I think it's also important to piggyback on what you said. Prepare your list of questions, right? So that all involves you, of course, doing your research. But as you're doing your research, if there's things that you have questions about, you need to be writing those questions down so that we can provide you with an answer, right? Some of the common questions that we get on our call are... I know I caught you off guard.
But I know. Don't worry. How much money can we make in this industry? Or how much money do you make? Like, what is your net profit? I'm like, we get that question asked all the time. Like, you guys are so worried about our bank account. Like,
but that's okay. Yes. I know you guys are just trying to figure out, is it profitable?
Yes.
That should be your question.
Yes.
Is the NEMT business profitable? But even that's a long stretch, because you could be, your business may not be in California. So what could be profitable in California may not be profitable in Indiana, Florida, or Texas. So that's why it's important for you to do your market research to get a good understanding if the business is going to do well in the area. Another question that we get is...
they ask all the time, how much money are you making? What else? I don't know. You put me on the spot.
We've had over hundreds of consultation calls. Okay, let me see, because I'm even stuck on this one too. Okay, another common question that we get is, how do you go about hiring drivers? Right? Okay. That's a really good question, because people are really curious as to, are we doing anything special to bring on these special, unique drivers? Yep. So that's a really good question. Another question that we get...
Oh, no, I have it. How do you get clients? And granted, I know that question, it sounds like so far-fetched, especially when you're new into the business. How do we get clients? Literally, people are still asking that question. I get it. It is challenging to obtain contracts, to get private paying clients, consistent clientele. Totally get it. But honestly, it's as simple as doing your marketing your business, being the face of your brand, getting out there, exposing your business to the community. And there's just no other way of really simply putting that. Not saying that it's easy. Of course, it is hard, but anything worth having is also challenging as well. So yes, it is a process. Yes, it takes time. But that's ultimately what you have to do. You have to get out there and market your business, market your brand.
Absolutely. But, you know, I say this to say, prepare your list of questions because it'll help you stay organized.
Yes.
It'll help the call move smoothly.
Yes.
Because I know we say the call up to 60 minutes, but believe it or not, that 60 minutes can go by really fast, especially when you're gaining value from a call, right? Because, you know, a lot of you are new in the industry, so there are a lot of questions that you may have. And so we definitely want to make sure that we're addressing as much as we possibly can.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you just said you talked about marketing, that sounds like some people are having a pain point with that particular topic, right? So I think it's important that, you know, you also jot down some of those pain points that you're experiencing, the things that you've researched for hours and hours and days and weeks and you can't seem to find the answer to. Those are the questions that we want to answer for you.
And then also take notes during the call, right? When we are providing you with valuable, because it is valuable information, okay? When we're providing you with feedback, take notes, jot down those notes just in case you forget something, right? Because again, as Jasmine mentioned, those 60 minutes, it come quickly. And so we are providing you with so much information within those 60 minutes. You're going to forget something. So I encourage you, take notes, you know, go back and reference your notes just in case you forget something. Make sure we answer the questions that you have prepared for that call, and go through your notes. You know, right before we always try to recap right before we end the call, just to make sure we covered everything. But make sure you write those notes and you know, take notes as we're going along as well.
Absolutely, because if you're anything like me, it's a whole lot that you just ain't gonna remember. Because for me personally, I always have a lot on my mind, so definitely jot down your notes. I know at times we will send a follow-up email just kind of recapping everything, but honestly we do that as a courtesy. That's not something that that we do for every call. We do lie that responsibility on you to make sure that you are taking jotting down the information that that is shared with you on the call. But you know, most importantly, we want you to take action, right? We want to be able to provide you with this information and then you implement a plan and put it into place. Don't just sit on the information, because the NEMT industry is constantly evolving. And so things are changing. So what may have been one way 4 months ago or 6 months ago may not be the same. So definitely take action, start your business, do your market research. And I think ultimately our calls have been very beneficial for a lot of individuals, and I'm proud to say that we are assisting and aiding aspiring entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs, helping them start their non-emergency medical transportation.
I agree. I think, well, I don't think I know the information we provide on the calls are very useful. People have been able to start and establish a business. And not only that, people that are already in business that may be stuck, you know, they may need these different tips because as you mentioned, the industry is changing. You know, if you started in this industry 10, 15 years ago, things have drastically changed since then, and so you just may need a refresher, like what is new going on in the industry. And so it's also a great opportunity for you to just, you know, learn that information. You know, this call will certainly help you in that area.
Absolutely. And then don't be afraid to make an investment. With any new industry that you're venturing into, you want to avoid any hurdles that you may face, right? But that may consist of you investing time, money, And it's important that, you know, if you're stuck on something, reach out for help. Reach out to the expert, someone that has been through those steps, you know, to help you hurdle over that so that you can move forward on to the next thing. Lastly, I want to say at the end of our consultation calls, all of the individuals that we consult with do receive a follow-up email. We use that follow-up email as marketing for our consultation calls. So we do ask for you to complete the survey, because we want to know, how did that call go, and we want to be able to share it with our community, so our community can see, hey, my call didn't go so well, or this call was the bomb, right? So, you know, we've done hundreds at this point of consultation calls, and at the end of the video, I want you to stick around, because you're going to see exactly what our clients are saying about the information that we're providing on the consultation calls. So ultimately, have fun. Let's have fun on this call.
That's what it's about.
Let's hit some of these important topics. Let's get you over the hurdle. Let's get you started. We're excited.
But you know what? We do have fun on the call. Like, you'll be surprised when we get on the call. I guess because we do these videos so much, when we get on the call, it's like we're family. Like, that's how I feel.
Y'all be like, okay, who is it? Jasmine or Monica?
They be trying to figure it out, but they really good with it. Are you the driver? Which one? Like,
so ultimately, you know, starting a business should be fun and exciting, and I have a good time on my calls.
I do too. Like, listen, when we get on the calls, it's like we're family, because they're so used to seeing us every single week. So they're like, are you Monica? Are you Jasmine? And it's a good time. And so when you start the call off like, okay, I know this person, we're providing some informative information, my calls are great. I love them.
Me too. But you guys, this, you know, if you are exploring this industry and it's a new industry to you, you know, you definitely have to be patient with yourself, right? Because there may be a learning curve. There's going to be a whole lot of stuff that you don't know, and we're not expecting you to know everything. We're just expecting you to know the basics. And when I say basics, I mean, what is NEMT? I am going to be expecting you to know what NEMT. Matter of fact, I might start asking that question at the beginning of all my consultation calls.
What is NEMT?
Yes.
But what if they don't know? What you gonna do?
I'll be like, you know what? I think you gotta go back to the table. You gotta go. Matter of fact, open your computer. Let's Google it together. Let's go through it, and then you're gonna eat up your first 15 minutes. So I suggest that you Google what is NEMT before the call. But I'm super excited.
Yes, I'm super excited for you to book your next consultation with us. So
we got you covered. So stick around. We're going to post a couple of those surveys that we received from the individuals that we've had consultation calls with, because I think it's important that we share this information with you. Now, we try to respect as much as we can the privacy of the people that we are providing our services to. So if you don't see a whole lot of surveys and intel in regards to some of the services that we offer, it's strictly because we don't really have to market. Our YouTube video speaks for itself. You guys know that we know what we're talking about. We've never claimed to be the expert in anything. However, we have been in this business for 4 years. We have the knowledge and experience, and that is exactly what we are sharing.
Yes.
All right.
Well put, girl. All right. Talk soon, guys.